But I mean, damn. You know what? If the New York Knicks made the playoffs, I think that's a cause for, it's been so bad, that might be a cause for a parade. So let's stop talking about championship and let's just keep ourselves and just say, yo, maybe, just maybe, someday soon they might make the playoffs so we'll have a reason to look at them with some degree of respect. Can we just stop there and stop mentioning championship that we know is far, far, far away? Can we do that?
When you think of standout New York Knicks this season, you'd automatically think of players such as Julius Randle, Immaneul Quickley, and RJ Barrett. But the thing is, Nerlens Noel, the forgotten man from free agency, deserves to be on that list of New York standout players. So let's break it down. Let's talk about how impactful Nerlens Noel has been, how much better he makes the Knicks defensively, and how he contributes to winning basketball. Now, if you're going to look at Noel from the base stats, you'd wonder why I would even mention him having a great season. Because after all, his stats have declined from last year in some notable areas, such as points per game. With this being said though, Noel is ironically having his best defensive season of his entire career. How's this the case? Well, let's break down the game tape, shall we? For one, Noel uses his 6'11 frame and 7'4 wingspan to great use and efficiency. In only around 22 minutes a night, he has been able to average 2 blocks per game. This statistic alone places Noel 4th in the league, and the other players higher on this list gets a combined average of 30 minutes a night. Which just makes me wonder, how much higher can Noel get on this list if he got more minutes? And then his block percentage rate, which is a statistic that measures the percentages of blocks that prevents key baskets from going in, is at 5.8%. This statistic has him better than 98% of the players in the entire league. And just think about this for a second. Noel again is playing limited minutes, and he's only making $5 million a year. Nerlen's ability to get rebounds, protect the rim, and just play very solid defense all around has been extremely similar to what Mitchell Robinson provides as a starter. Which is why it shouldn't be seen as a surprise in Noel being able to contribute to winning basketball. So let's bring more light about this. Remember when Mitchell Robinson went down with his injury early to mid-February? All the talk was about how good Robinson was playing this season. He was limiting the amount of fouls that he was committing, because after all, this was a major problem that Robinson has dealt with since entering the league. But the true concern after the injury was, how are they going to replace Robinson's value? Well, you didn't have to look too far for that. Although the game averages may not differ too greatly, only a couple of points and rebounds here and there, New York has been able to accumulate a 9-6 record without Mitchell Robinson. In the seasons before, if New York were to have any key player from their roster miss a significant amount of their games, that would usually be the sign of many losses to come. But Noel signifies winning basketball. We talked about the impact already on the defensive end. Now, let's bring some light on the offensive end. For most people, Noel doesn't stand out at all on offense. But you need players like this on every team. Let me explain my point. He isn't going to demand the ball on the offensive end. Nowhere near that. But despite averaging only around 4.5 points per game, he does all the dirty work that most people don't pay attention to. Working down low to get offensive rebounds, creating second chance opportunities for himself and for his teammates, setting on-ball and off-ball screens. And since he is an athletic center after all, getting those pick and roll alley-oops or rim running down the floor for easy opportunities. Noel knows his bread and butter. He doesn't try to change this or modernize it. 71% of his field goal attempts come within 3 feet. The best way to describe and compare Noel's game would be to players such as JaVale McGee. Noel, in my opinion though, is a much smarter defender than McGee, which has played a large part into New York's change this season. He won't get much credit, he won't get much spotlight, but Noel has had a major impact into New York this season. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, peace.